it's your boy Roots. I'm doing this deck profile for Team Relinquish. I got my boy here, Jai, that just lost in the finals to Mr. Christian over here playing there for Novels. But it was something quite interesting today. He played Invoked, Duel, Avatar, Dragmitka. This deck was really interesting, and this is what he pulled.
Yep, second place always pulls better.
Yeah. So, tell us about your tournament experience and what was your matchup today?
So, I mean, I built this deck like, I think 2 weeks ago. Took it to a few locals, was winning the first 2 rounds, and then losing the other 2 rounds just because I needed to know my combo matches better. Because against control is really, you can understand what to do. Resource management is a lot easier. But yeah, today, so round 1 and 2, I played against Zoo, against my friend Brandon, and against one and only Roots, my boy. And then round 3, I played against Christian, playing in for Noble, and then round 4, playing against Steven.
Yeah. So let's get down to that profile.
Cool. All right, so I'm a meme. I'm literally playing this for fun. So it's 60. Still missing shit too, which is like weird, but I don't know. Something I want to change because I was playing Infernables before. So, so we got triple dual avatar Yuri. So what he does is you can target a dual avatar monster you control, destroy it, then search a spell card, draw a spell card. So you can destroy himself or like any token to get the fusion spell or the popping spell. And when a dual avatar fusion that uses an effect monster material dies, by opponent's card effect or battle, I can add it back to my hand for recursion for next turn. Double Kokoku. This card's kind of an inverse. On summon, it can search a trap. It doesn't need to pop anything. And when a dual avatar monster is destroyed by battle card effect in your opponent's turn, you can reveal, summon it, then pop a dual avatar monster you have to summon a fusion from your extra deck. So what you can do is, let's say you have, let's say something gets destroyed, like let's say you gets destroyed, and you still have a token on field. Reveal this, summon, you can pop a dual avatar monster, then summon like any fusion. And then you can insert a trap afterwards on a new chain link. So yeah, you only play 2 of them just because you don't want to plug up on 3. Just because if you don't have any dual avatar cards, it's alright. And that's it for the dual avatar monsters. 5 in the main deck. I mean, that's all there is. There's only 2 main deck monsters. But yeah, for the Invoked part, I only play 2 Alistair. Problem with playing multiple engines in control is just having too many normal summons. So I thought 2 Alistair was fine. The other day I was playing 2 Alistair, 2 Meltdown. That wasn't enough, so I bumped Meltdown up to 3.
See, someone took the advice.
Yeah. And then a bigger part of the deck, 3 Ecclesia, 2 Fleur-de-Lis, and Maximus. So Fleur just gets you punishment, combos really well with dual avatar invitation. You know, you get your fusions on board, and some of those get punishment, and then you pass to your opponent. Flare is really good just for negating stuff, searching up Titanified. And Maximus is just here, just for like mid to late game, to help you grind. Can send Omega to recycle stuff, Titanified to get searches being phase, especially with Flare. So yeah, I liked it when I sided out a lot for side deck cards, but I didn't see it today, but yesterday was pretty good. I sent like an OTS and Omega, pop something, and just recycled something. And then for the going second cards, so this by nature is a going first deck, but the deck does lock in power plays, so I do play a bunch of power cards. So I'm actually playing double alpha and 1 pink. I opened this card maybe like 3 times today, for some reason. But yeah, these just help you play against established boards like Dragon Link boards, Infernoble boards, you know, unless they don't rip it. So yeah. Really good against Z too. And then hint traps, I play Thoriash and Tuna Beer. These are just the best ones right now, besides Gamma. And that's it for the monsters. For the spells, for the dual avatar spells, I played 3 invitations. So this is your main dual avatar spell. So what you can do is you discard a card, summon up to 5 dual avatar tokens, then you can fusion summon up to twice for a dual avatar fusion. And what's funny about this is that this card doesn't cost. So if they were to negate it, you can still keep that card. They rediscard off of this. And then the field spell, Aeon. This is like Meltdown for the deck. Searches a dual avatar monster on summon, or on activation, and if you have another effect monster on field, you can generate a token with this card. And after that, you're locked into fusions from your extra deck for the rest of your turn. And then the final spell, I played Defeating Evil. So this is basically a double cyclone. You can target a dual avatar monster you control and one card your opponent controls. You can pop them both. Then if it's a fusion, you can either draw one, or you pop up your own fusion. You can either draw one or banish it off your opponent's graveyard. So it's really good because if you, let's say you're playing against a BA and they have a graph or something, you pop the graph and have a fusion, you can like banish it so cards miss timing. Like their graph would miss timing because it's already like immediately banished. And then for the Invoked stuff, double Invocation, double Meltdown. One game I opened up 2 of these today and I scooped. I just couldn't play because I had desires in, I think, what was it? Alpha or Yuhi? Was it Yuhi? I don't know. But I couldn't play. But yeah, this card's really good, especially with Invitation, because they can't respond to any of Invitation's effects, because it is fusion summoning. 3 Nadir, just search your Dragmitka cards. It's pretty good. Probably one of your best top decks of the deck. 3 talents, 2 help, draw, and get back in the game. I actually stole Mega Flops from Roots. This is one of my only outs. Activate Invitation, summon 2 fusions, and just went for game straight away. Yeah, and then 3 desires because you need more cards. And then one of my techs, I played double Book of Moon. This is really good against the Zodiac matchup. And it's funny because you can Book of Moon your own Alistair and then flip back face up next turn and get an Invocation. Yeah, this did come up, it did help me win a game against Zoo. And then the one-offs, Fusion Deployment. This should be a 2 or 3 of, just no one has them here, so I'm stuck with my 1. But this is really good because you can reveal this dude, and since Yuhi's material, you can summon Yuhi, pop that, get all your dual avatar stuff. Then if you have Alistair or Ecclesia, you can still normal summon them and get their searches. So if you were to open like this and Alistair, you can end on like 2 fusions and Mechaba. Rhoda, because all your dudes are warriors, all your dual avatars warriors, and then Terraforming, because field spells. And that was it for the spells. For traps, triple Imperm, no explanation needed. Save this best for the last. Double dual avatar return. So there is another dual avatar trap called Compact. It's basically like it copies any effect engrave, but it requires, I don't know, it requires too much stuff. This is just basically Monster Reborn. Helps you regain advantage. It can actually bring this dude back. And when this guy special summons, he can pop a face-up attack position monster in the field. So it gives you more interaction with your opponent. 1 punishment for the Dragmitka cards. And then double strike. It just helps it helps the boards go in second. Stopping effects is really good too. Double summon limit. Because it's funny with Invitation. If you activate Invitation with this face up, you can still summon the 5 tokens, then fusion summon 1 monster. Because they're all being summoned at the same time. And this stops a lot of decks, stops Zoo, it stops Dragon Link, stops Infernobles, stops a lot of decks in their tracks. And then the final card, which actually came in super clutch, even though I banished it too many times, Double D Barrier. Yeah, got this from Roots like 3 years ago, the Portuguese ones. But yeah, it just helps, like, you know, Zoo playing Xyz, Virtual World will Synchro, Infernoble will Synchro, allow a Rogue. Just, you call one of those types and they can't really do anything. Like Virtual World, you call Synchro. They can't make Cloud Castle, they can't make Shenshin, they can't make Vermilion, they're just like stuck. And they don't play any links too. So there's something that was like very, very high impact that could like potentially turn the game in your favor. And that's the main deck. Just a whole heap of cards.
60 cards.
Yep.
Let's see the extra deck.
Yeah, 1 second. So for the extra deck, we played 7 dual avatar fusions. We played triple Agyo, double Kongyo, and double Ungyo. So I'll explain all of these cards. So Agyo is probably your most offensive one. When it's summoned, you can pop a face-up attack position monster your opponent controls, but it cannot attack directly for the rest of the turn. And if there is a dual avatar fusion monster that will use an effect monster material, All your dudes gain 300 attack and defense. All your dual avatars gain 300 attack and defense. The relevant affects the pop. Umbia, if a dual avatar fusion would be destroyed by card effect, you can basically retarget it to destroy any dual avatar card. So let's say I have like 2 of these. Let's say they target this, I can change its effect to blow itself up instead, in its steed. And when there's a dual avatar that uses fusion material, or use an effect monster's fusion material on the field, I can negate extra deck monster's effect. And then Konga, this is probably, I still need to read this sometimes. Basically, when it attacks, it's kind of like aging your golem. Your opponent can't activate anything until the end of the damage step. After damage calc, you can return 1 face-up monster your opponent controls to the hand. And if your opponent activates a spell, trap, or effect that targets him, like control 2 or more dual avatar fusions, you can just negate it. And that's it for the dual avatars, only 7. And then everything else is pretty standard. Almirage Gardner for the Invoked part, which are the only links, by the way. Purgatrio to kill, Ogodius to kill, and then Mechaba for like the first turn play. If you can set up Mechaba with the dual avatar fusions turn 1, but yeah, they can't really Nibiru you, because you can make this as like your 4th summon, then go calling into you guys. And then for the Dragmitka targets, Omega and Titanic Clyde. Yeah, none of those need explanation.
Alright.
Yeah, that's the extra deck.
You see a sideboard?
Yep. Side was a little random, but a lot of cards came in clutch today. I played through Nibiru. Just when I was playing triple Nibiru before in the main deck, it kept clogging. Like I kept getting to a very simplified game state where I was drawing like this, flare, like traps, or just double these, triple this, and then like not being able to play. Double Duty Crow for Rizu. Mainly, they go Rats in their guy, they go Tiger Mortar Chakanai. You can just chain this and get rid of their Zoo. The random draw unlock, I need a 15th card in the side deck. It's not bad. Triple Game and Driver. I never saw these, so I don't know how they would perform. I actually saw this when I went Talons, but yeah.
You should not advocate.
You always draw the driver, you never draw the Gamma. Always just gotta play the rare driver. And then spells, 2 Cosmic, just to hit the virtual trap, just any back row decks really. Dusker, back row decks, and then Lightning Storm just to go on 2nd card. I don't play 3 because I don't have a 3rd, otherwise I would. But yeah. And then the last card is Double Last Dragon's Prison. This is against like Zoo, against Infernoble, Dragon Link, you start cards and banish them.
Alright.
And yeah, that was the profile. Yeah.
Thank you for the profile.
Yep.
We look forward to seeing you more in the future, guys.
Yes, sir.
It's your boy Roos again, guys. Signing off. Till next time.